Hi everyone, welcome to another video of Sunday Morning Drives. Today I am sharing with you the Volkswagen T-Cross. This is a compact SUV. It's almost like a jacked up Golf. So the size of it is similar to a Golf, but the whole chassis setup is lifted higher. So it's a cross version of the Golf. So it's called the T-Cross. And the benefit of that is it's probably better for daily use. It has a higher ride height, so it can go anywhere, more places probably than the Golf. So today I will share with you a full review of the car from inside to the outside and show you my driving impressions as well. The exterior of the T-Cross carries over some of the very typical Volkswagen design language. From the grille to the headlights, you can spot it and know it's a Volkswagen straight away. In the front, there is a fog light on either side of the car. There's vents, they are real, they're functional. There are openings for the radiator, for cooling, and these are openings as well. They are functional in the front. Because this is a R-Line, so there is a R-Line badge in the front as well. There is a daytime running light over here. These lights look quite nice and quite detailed as well. There is also quite a nice couple of creases on the bonnet to give the front end a bit more sculpture and looks a bit more masculine. The side profile of the T-Cross looks very compact. It has a very short tail, a very short rear end, and the size of it is actually a bit smaller than the Golf, surprisingly. The T-Cross R-Line comes standard with roof rails. They look quite nice, silver colored. The back of the T-Cross actually look quite sculptured. And I quite like the light bar that runs all the way across the back. And we have the logo in the center and the T-Cross badge right in the center as well. There are no exhaust pipes that comes through from the rear bumper. The exhaust outlet is actually hidden underneath the car. I actually quite like that. Actually makes the rear end of the T-Cross cleaner and looks more simple. Opening up the fuel cap, we can see that this car only runs on RON 95 or above. The T-Cross R-Line comes with 18-inch rims. The front tire sizes are 215 45 R18s. The rear tire sizes are the same, 215 45 R18s. Let's check out the boot space of the T-Cross. It's actually quite decent for a compact SUV. As you can see, I can fit my tripod in there without any problem. You can also fold down the rear seats to give you more load space. There's also a small area that you can use. Under here, there is a spare tire and you can fit a little bit of smaller items in here as well. The rear seats do fold down quite flat to allow you a larger load space. Something interesting at the rear seats, there is a lever here you can pull and you can move the seats forward and back. That's actually quite a nice feature. So that means if you push the seats forward, you have more load space at the back. And if you want more passenger area, you can pull the seats backwards so you have more legroom. Moving inside the T-Cross, the interior is quite simple, I have to say. And in terms of material used, you can see there is plastic here. Although it's plastic, but the pattern of it is actually quite nice. There's quite a bit of detail on this. Looks quite interesting. This is also plastic. Plastic. So in terms of material used, it's actually very simple. There's not much leather used either on the dash or on the side door card. These are plastic. This part is actually leather, and these are plastic as well. There's a large bin down here for your bottles and smaller items. But overall, this interior, the build quality is pretty good. When I was driving it, there's no squeaks, no rattles. The whole thing feels very solid. It's just the material used is a bit simple. The seats, these seats are R-line seats. So there's a bit of Alcantara and a bit of fabric and a little bit of leather on the side. Overall, these seats are very comfortable, and you have to adjust everything by hand. There's incline and there's front and back. It's a manually adjusted seats. In the center here, there is an infotainment screen. It's very easy to use. There's hand gesture function. Sometimes it's not very sensitive. It's very intuitive. There's car settings with different apps. There's Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, navigation, voice control, your phone, your media, and your radio. These are for the volume control, and you can turn the screen off. Down here, a couple of fans and your climate control area for your temperature and your drive selector. There is a 12 volt here, and it does come with a wireless charging port, a couple of charging ports here, your startup button, a couple of cup holders, your handbrake, and something quirky here. I quite like this handrest. It actually opens up, close down, but you can actually fix in any angle you like. And this thing actually moves front and back. So when you're driving, it's actually quite nice to rest your hand. You can change the height of it. You can set it at any angle you like. Yeah, it's very nice. I quite like this. And there is a large pocket bin down here in the center. The steering wheel is typical Volkswagen German quality. It feels really nice to hold. The diameter is just correct, very nice. And it has a little bit of flat bottom for you to get in and out of the car easier. But overall, it's a rounded shape, so it's really nice. And it has multi-functions on the left-hand side for your cruise control, your volume. On the right-hand side is to change the view of your digital dash cluster. And there's multi-functions you can toggle through and select. This is for your voice control, and this is for your track forward and back. And the digital cluster is very nice, it's very clear and very bright, very easy to see during the day. The gas pedal and brake pedal, they are made out of aluminium. Moving to the back, there's quite a bit of headroom, about a fist. And this is my sitting position. I'm 175 centimeters tall. There's 2 fists of knee room and plenty of leg room as well. So that's actually pretty good, pretty decent. And there are 2 charge ports for your phone down here, a little cubby hole for your little items, and your pockets behind the seats. These seats are quite nice, quite bolstery. Although they are partially fabric, partially leather, the design of it looks pretty nice. There is no handrest, no armrest in the center. Couple of lights you can turn on and off. Over here, no grab handle though on the side. Couple hooks on either side. There are ISOFIX points for your child seats on both of the rear seats. On the door card, this is mostly hard plastic, and these are all hard plastic. So the material used for this car, especially at the back, is quite simple. So what's it like to drive the T-Cross? First of all, it's a very small car. It's almost the same size as the Volkswagen Golf. So it feels very light, very nimble, and going in traffic, it feels at ease. So it's a very, very nice daily. If you want to drive this as a family car, a compact family car, this is great. Also, you get the benefit of being jacked up. This is a jacked up and higher version of the Golf. For a compact vehicle like this, it does have a great amount of glass area, so you feel light and bright inside the car, and the visibility outside from either side and front and back are all very, very good. The NVH level is also very, very well done in this car. It's very, very quiet. You feel quite insulated from the outside. You don't hear much wind noise or tire noise or even squeaking or rattling. Anything like that is not existent in this car. It feels very, very solid, very tight. So very typical of the quality for Volkswagen. It just feels like a very well-built compact vehicle. This 1.5 liter engine produces 100 kilowatts and 250 newton meters of torque. So for a light vehicle like this, it's actually very, very good. You feel there's quite a bit of punch, especially at the lower range of the RPM. It doesn't feel slow. It feels quite punchy, getting off the line because of its lightness and its small size. So it's plenty enough for a compact car such as this. And also if you want to overtake, it's actually quite easy. You just put your foot down and it does the job. Because this is a turbocharged engine, so there's a bit of turbo lag. There's always a bit of delay when you press down the gas pedal to when the car starts moving. There's always about a half-second delay. It's particularly obvious when you lift off the throttle and you decided to accelerate again, and the lag is actually quite obvious. So for a family car, I think this is okay because this is aimed towards comfort and ease to drive. So a bit of delay actually is good for that sense of comfort. In terms of its handling, because it's a small car, so it feels really nimble, and also it's really at ease going into corners because of its lightweight. It's not trying to fight that heavy momentum that some of the modern heavy cars have. But compared to the Golf, because this car sits higher, so there's a bit of body roll that's quite noticeable. But it's not unmanageable, it's not uncomfortable, it's just there because of the height of the car. And in terms of steering, the weight is pretty good. It's not too heavy, not too light, but there is a bit of off-center vagueness to the steering. It's definitely not a sports car, but it does feel quite easy and comfortable to hold and to drive. The T-Cross also comes with some standard safety features, such as the lane keep assist, rear cross traffic alert, blind spot monitoring, and also front collision alert. It also comes with adaptive cruise control, which is a nice feature to have when you go on long journeys or when you are cruising on the highway. Couple of negatives about this car is firstly the interior. There is a lot of plastic. It's mostly plastic, I would say, and the seats are fabric seats. So for this price, a lot of the cars in this price range would have a better quality interior than this. I wouldn't say this interior is bad. It's still built really well. There's no squeaking or rattling whatsoever inside the car. It feels really solid. It's just the material that they've used could be a little bit better for this price range. The second thing is this car only takes 95, around 95 or above. For a car like this, a compact family car, a compact daily, I would have wished they would allow around 91 fuel. That just makes running this car a bit cheaper and also easier to use. That means you can fuel up almost everywhere in New Zealand. So overall, I think this is a very nice proposition for a small family compact car. It does everything really well. It's very compact, it's very practical, it drives well. It has a very nice powertrain. It feels quite punchy when you drive it. It's nimble through the traffic, very easy to park. The price of this car is around $40,000. So it's actually not a very expensive car for its quality and for its practicality and performance. So if you're looking for a compact family SUV, or if you're looking for a small daily that's quite fuel efficient, but without going to an EV, this is definitely something you should look at. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this review of the T-Cross, and hope to see you again in our next video.